Piles, causes, symptoms, and treatment. Piles is the result of enlarged vein in the anal region. In Ayurveda, this is known as arsha. There are various reasons for developing piles like constipation, constantly sitting for a long time on the hard surface, lack of exercise and harmful food habit like food without fiber for piles. Piles are often found to be occurring more commonly in middle-aged and older individuals. There are two different types of piles, depending upon their location. Internal piles are located in the inner lining of the rectum and cannot be felt. They are usually painless and can also lead to bleeding. External piles, however, can be painful and swollen, and are located on the skin around the anus, and can be felt easily. Symptoms of piles. 1. Bleeding from the anal canal. 2. Itching and irritation. 3. Pain and discomfort. 4. Tender lump. 5. Skid marks on the underwear. Ayurvedic treatment for piles. Here is a list of common Ayurvedic remedies to treat piles. Medicinal way of treating piles in Ayurveda. Often Nagakesara is recommended, especially when this is associated with bleeding. 1 teaspoonful powder of Nagakesara is given to the patients 3 times a day. Haritaki is a useful herb for both dry and bleeding piles. 1 teaspoonful powder of haritaki is given to the patients 2 to 3 times a day. Ayurvedic drug Abhayarishta is a widely recommended medicine for this condition. 30 milliliters of Abhayarishta is given to the patient twice daily after food with an equal amount of water. Kasiata Tela can be used externally, which helps in shrinking piles and cures itching in the anal region. It helps in relieving pain and checks to bleed. Since Ayurvedic medicine involves a lot of changes in the diet and lifestyle, some remedies to prevent and treat piles or arsha are fairly simple and lifestyle related. Most of the piles respond very well to Ayurvedic treatment. It focuses mainly on regulating the digestion so that the pile's symptoms may start reducing from the root. Specially prepared oils and creams are often provided to be applied on the pile's masses to get early relief. Treatment planning is done by your doctor, depending upon your individual condition and medical history. Always consult an experienced Ayurvedic physician for your piles problem and avoid taking any over-the-counter medicine. 6 to 8 weeks of treatment is required to get good relief. Following a good lifestyle and healthy diet helps in minimizing the chances of recurrence. Sedentary lifestyle, sitting in a particular posture for long hours without movement can also lead to the development of piles. Avoid eating foods that are hard to digest, since piles tend to form due to increased pressure on the rectal walls. Eat foods that are light and easy to pass as stools. You can increase the intake of fiber-rich fruits and vegetables. Exercise. Moderate exercise not only just helps treat piles, but also prevents many other lifestyle-related disorders. Eat foods that improve digestion. If you have a weak digestive system, add probiotic-rich foods to your diet. Drink more water. A dehydrated body can cause the stools to become hard, making them difficult to pass. Drinking more water can make passing stools easier. Piles, or hemorrhoids as they are also known, are an extremely painful condition, caused by the inflammation of veins in the rectum and anus. Straining to pass stool can create tears in these veins and cause bleeding. Some of the factors that influence this condition are age, a diet that is rich in processed foods, and chronic constipation or diarrhea. Treatment for piles is usually a combination of dietary changes, medication, and exercise. While some foods ease digestion, others can hinder it. Hence, it is important to know what to eat and what to avoid when suffering from piles. Here are a few things you should include in your diet. Figs and prunes. Figs and prunes can be eaten fresh or in their dried form to prevent and treat piles. Both these fruits are rich sources of fiber and can even act as home remedies for constipation. Spinach. Spinach is not only a rich source of iron and fiber, it also helps cleanse the digestive tract. Spinach also promotes regular bowel movements and eases constipation. Okra. Okra adds bulk to stool and makes undigested food move faster through the intestinal tract. Okra is also rich in fiber and hence prevents constipation and the formation of piles. Additionally, it soothes and lubricates the intestines. Brown rice. Brown rice is healthier than polished rice and also contains lesser calories. At the same time, it is a good source of fiber and hence a must-have in your diet. Water. Lastly, drink plenty of water to prevent and treat piles. Water improves the digestive abilities of the intestines and eases the passing of stool. Not drinking enough water is one of the most common causes of constipation. Ideally, a person should drink 8 to 10 glasses of water a day. There are also a few food items you should avoid when dealing with piles. Some of these are spices. Strong spices can irritate the digestive tract and cause diarrhea and indigestion. Hence, avoid curries and food that is cooked in a lot of heavy spices. Red meat. Red meat is difficult to digest and hence a common cause of constipation. For this reason, it should be completely avoided when suffering from piles. Processed red meats such as salami, sausages, etc. should also be avoided. Caffeine. Tea, coffee and sodas that contain caffeine should be avoided as they can make stools hard and dry. This can cause constipation and aggravate hemorrhoids. In case you have a concern or query, you can always consult an expert and get answers to your questions. In case you have a concern or query, you can always consult a specialist and get answers to your questions. Piles home remedies. This is a condition in which the veins inside or outside the anus or lower rectum become inflamed. It occurs due to many reasons, such as family history, constipation, low-fiber diet, heavy lifting, obesity, food allergies, lack of physical activity, pregnancy, and sitting or standing for long periods of time. Some common symptoms of hemorrhoids include blood clots or lumps around the anus, bleeding during bowel movements, irritation near the anal area, and straining of the bowels even if there is no stool. Piles is a very common problem. But, if left unchecked and untreated for too long, hemorrhoids can also lead to complications such as chronic blood loss, tissue death, and even anal or colorectal cancer. But fortunately, there are many home remedies available, which are effective and provide fast relief. You don't need to see a doctor to ease the itching and pain. Home remedies for piles. Piles home remedies in Hindi. Here are some home remedies that will help you get rid of piles naturally. 1. Aloe vera. Aloe vera is nature's best ingredient for treating piles. The anti-inflammatory and therapeutic properties of aloe vera can reduce the burning sensation of piles. Aloe vera can be used for both internal and external piles. For the treatment of external hemorrhoids, apply a little aloe vera gel on your anus and gently massage the area. To treat internal hemorrhoids, cut aloe vera leaves into strips. Place these strips in a container and freeze them. Apply icy cold aloe vera bandage on painful hemorrhoid to reduce pain, burning, and itching sensation. 2. Cold compression. Ice is the most important treatment. The ice will help tighten the blood vessels, reduce swelling, and give you immediate pain relief. Wrap some ice in a clean cloth and apply it directly on the hemorrhoids. Do this several times a day until the piles go away. 3. Apple vinegar. Apple cider vinegar, due to its astringent properties, helps shrink swollen blood vessels and relieves the swelling and irritation of both internal and external hemorrhoids. For external hemorrhoids, apply a cotton ball soaked in apple cider vinegar against the affected area. Press gently. There will be a stinging sensation initially, but soon you will get relief from itching and burning. For internal hemorrhoids, add 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar in a glass of water and drink it at least twice daily. 4. Witch hazel. The mild astringent and healing properties of witch hazel will help ease the discomforts associated with hemorrhoids. Apply a small amount of witch hazel to the affected area regularly for long-term relief from the problem. 5. Lemon juice. The antioxidants present in lemon help treat this condition. Apply it directly on the swollen area or consume lemon juice with ginger and honey. 6. Olive oil. Olive oil has anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties and is mainly used to treat external piles. This will help increase the elasticity of the blood vessels, which in turn will help reduce inflammation and reduce the size of the swollen blood vessels in the anal canal. 7. Whole grains. Whole grain products contain a good amount of fiber, which is highly effective in relieving hemorrhoid symptoms and bleeding. Fiber-rich foods can soften stools and increase their bulk, which helps reduce strain during bowel movements. 8 sets bath. Soak your anal area in plain warm water for 10 to 15 minutes, 2 to 3 times a day. 9 water. When suffering from internal or external hemorrhoids, increase your water intake. Try to drink 8 to 10 glasses of water per day. Consuming adequate amounts of water helps cleanse your internal systems and hydrate your entire body.